Igbo mmanụ. Ife melum ji wee bata ata anụ a bụ ife banyelu nwunye mmiri Ebuka Obi. Ị ga-agba mbọ get this message to the end. No message onye fụrụ mmadụ n'anya. Ife banyelu nwunye mmiri Ebuka Obi. Remember that Ebuka Obi is not an ordained Catholic priest. Ebuka Obi will any reason whatsoever not to marry. Obuno an ordained Catholic priest, more than 70% of all Catholic priests are married. Most of these priests, reverend fathers, in a na fan no one a faith room. Owe giki na akolu. Oh ya wabukaba. They are married. They have their family low key. I remember in a secondary school, whenever Father and Abba Father Chidela came for me, he told me to marry me directly. I was afraid. Because the Bible said, "Cursed be the person that put my servant to test." I fled. But he really made proposal and also came to my family. And everybody know no go master marry my Father Chidera. I hear we are that talker. I know we are as it is. So do not say. So Ebuka Obi, but an ordained reverend father. All of the people who name me brother, they married. Like in this Enugu, 99% of them are married, the family. You understand, dude? Brother. Oh, if Ebuka Obi, but brother Ebuka Obi. Obulo such a recognized person under Catholic. You understand? Or pastor or through, and he is not ordained. So for whatsoever reason, he is supposed to be married. That is why I'm here to talk about William Miller. The fear of William Miller is the beginning of wisdom. Whether you like it or not, oh well, undi William Miller ha can kendos. Oh well, undi William Miller ha ne yensobu. Oh well, undi dim Miller ha ne yensobu. Oh well, undi you will have a farm and no why. Ebuka Obi is not such people. Like I said, Ebuka Obi na Ebuka Obi na ndị mmiri adị na mma. But if I'm chọrọ ikwu gị taa anụ akarịrị ọ dị m na mma mmadụ na nwunye mmiri. First of all, let us visit church baptism. Every church you see have their own nwunye mmiri. Have their own dependent nwunye mmiri. The one that they accepted. Listen, before a pastor will have 300 members, either that pastor name ordinary. If he's a Yoruba man, he will do ordinary bendi Yoruba. I don't want to call names now until the next. When I come for that pastor, I will tell you, look at this pastor Yoruba, look at what he did. But now we are talking about Ebuka Obi. Either that pastor melodinani ofuma hazigasia ihe baharia mondo. A pastor can enter covenant with more than a bani. See a neighbor gana elindi bona slaughterhouse Lagos. And every day that pastor will be taking cow, organize the to slaughterhouse. Once that cow gets to slaughterhouse, that pastor mwa heligondi ekedeano. So you know that pastor is in occult. Now, not only that pastor is in occult, there is another form of alignment and an occult. You know that occult is almost ordinary. There is another thing that resemble that resemble yes, in the occult not better. So you can never prosper in church business without it no court or ordinary. Your ministry. There are so many people that have called today. Man on the ministries in their ministry, they will not see the light of the day in their call. I said, I'm giving one mad. If 100 people ever, but that person will not appreciate that person. If you see a church and I be a year testimony, come and join me, sing hallelujah. I drop 1 billion. I drop 1 million. The thing is simple. Now this church have aligned with their William Mary. Now this church na chifa de namma. Now the owner of this church have entered covenant that abide. If I believe in Christianity, you will be going to church in the mercy is there your call. So now what happens after they have completely aligned with their way? Now they secure a William Mirigadi in charge of that commission, a Dim Mirigadi in charge of that commission. Remember, Nancy, Nama Wafuguno that now every church, actually, midway, we believe a brother Bukobi Anua to layman's understanding, please. I want you to just understand it. Don't comment anyhow. Don't comment when I have not landed. Now, everybody may go to immersion baptism. One way or the other have accepted William Miri or the Miri that church or immersion baptism or Catholic baptism. Any church opening or women baptism where William Miri and didn't Miri funny. Once they take you to water, what they do is disconnect you from your initial William Miri. They tell you all things are getting passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Behold, you are not divorced. Behold, I am using my staff of authority, my occultic staff, to separate you from your own William Miri Neegin Sobu, Neokologi Nodi, Neokologi Gani, Neokologi Mama. I am aligning you to the William Miri Nafamaka this commission because surely there is a dim Miri or William Miri Nafamaka that commission. Now you have aligned. So whatever good thing that comes from aligning with that, that is what we assess. That is why some people will tell you that now after Mr. baptism, you must be very occultic for you to understand this practice. We are milling in charge of redeem, for example, is different from Nkana from winners. Remember now, redeem the spiritual father winners, but Obulu Niga redeem. They must do your immersion baptism. Then you see that redeem now, but Gaba winners, they will still repeat it. Why? Ikwe Nukana also they give below pastor kuna normal na other church. Once you enter a different church, why are they insisting? You have done this baptism before. They tell you it is their process. It is not their process. They want to give you the William Miri and the Dim Miri in charge of this ministry. And that is when they will now promise you 3 months prosperity. This is basically what they do in the church. So now let us assume that Ebuka Obi have passed that process. Let us remember that Mbasideka many years ago, Ebuka Obi will go church, but his church wasn't prospering. That is why I tell you that when you have a church and you are not completely aligned with Indian affairs, or maybe you are with Indichigi, with Aguge, with even Emelundi Mama de Benegi, with even Emelundi Benai, Dayemanganihu. When you have a church and you are completely dependent on Jesus, you will not prosper. So let us assume Ebuka Obi have passed through all this process the moment he met Mbaka. Let me take you back to Ife Bayele Ebuka Obi. Ebuka Obi emepego church way back in when on a secondary school. I'm quite old. But I follow the other agani. If an age the other churches in a melon, if a faculty mejidia. Mbono kata. Or choba. Somebody conquer goes church business. Ona chokwe na choye no diono. Oblu no ye no na Pentecostal. Oya hu ga na acho oye konka go church business na Pentecostal standard. Obulu no oye no na oya hu ga na acho oye konka go church business na kato. So we chota Mbaka. After Ebuka Obi encountered Mbaka till today, his life, his ministry has not remained the same. In fact, it was after Ebuka Obi they died Mbaka. Remember, I said he has half this Zion removed since I was in secondary school. How many years ago keep it on? That was when he went and dialed Mbaka. And then Mbaka boy ordinary. Mbaka na lose more. Obro na ga turn with the hands of time. Mbaka man name ihe ọ na-eme n'ụka. Ọ ga-anọ n'ọdịnala. Mbaka na ife ọdịnala dị na mma karịa mụwa nọ ebe a and a lot of us nọ n'ebe a. Mbaka ije adoration Mbaka ga-asị gị na ọ na-eme ihe chi taa. Egwu ka ga-agbara chi mama. O bupụta ite ọ na-akwa ụlọ kwesị gị na ọta ka ọ na-eme ihe chi. You may not read meaning, but when you come to this side of life, you begin to read meaning into all those things he was doing then. Remember, I'm not adoration, Friday adoration. Hey! So, this my story is driving to the fact that what if, I'm not saying, what if assuming that na Omata Evang Ebuka Obi mata na Mbaka haziri Mbaka merie, listen, ndị na-eme awele bụ ndị pastors, ndị ụka. My daddy in the Lord, my daddy in the Lord. He buye go. On do ka bi ife ge buye go. Sigi gaba na fa kweba. And the man jide gene airport. Most tunde na alu di bezegu doze because na fa attain that height, you know. Okay, ma go fa. Oh, ko ndi chi ha na emere. So what if no has the ife by all these things? Because rumors has it that Mbaka no wuye mmiriano. Ana anukwa wuye mmiriano nugoti ya n'enu. But that's not where I am going. Osim chodizi Ebuka Obi today. Although na ndi ya na ndi mmiri ade na mma. All of these stories I've been telling is to make you understand how, why. Okay, you were too shallow. You access it to shallow knowledge of how some of the spirituals work beyond if I'm not calling. So what if, let's assume that now Mbaka put his son through, but his son not there. Maybe if any na via ordinana completely or via whatever other means. It doesn't still mean that Ebuka Obi have the license to marry Oyewuye Mmiriana like you. Forward this message unto the guests to Ebuka Obi. Ebuka Obi must to marry Oyewuye Mmiriana. This is the price for sustenance. I know he's afraid of marriage. He perceives that marriage will bring him down. And why he's afraid of marriage, if tell him that he must marry Oyewuye Mmiriana Nabata. He will go to zero. Even Mbaka cannot rescue him. Remember, there are people that you will help, you start falling. Remember that after Mbaka had an encounter with Ebuka Obi, Mbaka, we are. Hello. There is so many skeletons in the cupboard, but when we begin to unfold it, they call deliberate attempt to bring that person down, not knowing that in fact, but deliberate exposure. A deliberate, come and meet behind the scene, face to face with behind the scene. Any pastor or reverend father, now, occult cannot be heard. He can never be heard. Who won't hear you? How will you be heard? You cannot break free. Where you are coming from, that is a covenant. And that covenant, are they break by in Jesus' name? So you got Ebuka Obi. You got forward the message. Once a message past 1,000, some of them will listen to it. And they will act like they don't listen to it. And now, some of these are messages called about guests here or sending on a church here. I got their follows next away Facebook. My yawan follow him and defenders away Facebook on him. Forward this message to him, let him know. Tell him that in conclusion, you are not afraid of getting married. Rather, ya bido toba. Why we media like? He will look Augusia through his church. He's in the choir. He's a choristers. You don't look Augusia through all those people. Oh, well, in the way media like. Ewa the way media like. Kahano we mother. Pastor Chris, for example. Remember that Pastor Chris? No we make it. Why? Of all the women, there was also we make it be but no yen can be for match there. Oh yen can no be fair Lulu Emilia because if you marry somebody we American like oh, no matter how good Gina we American you will fall back. That is why you hear great men tell you that after their marriage they fell. After their marriage they crippled. After their marriage this because they married somebody of we American that was not one for them. Simple. So some of these pastors, their way marriage wants that other person's wife. Most pastors now know we man. Get top pastors today that ended up marrying somebody's wife. Just to preserve where they are. So Ebuka Obi cannot break this message down. No dear. Understand where I am coming from. Understand why this message. And then make move. But so Ebuka Obi gan why? I will be there. I will be there to come and I will be there. I will be there. Almighty Ebuka Obi. The day he will marry, that's why we are Miriam Doberia. That's why in those theater or no. The day he will marry her, I will be there live. I will be there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Some of these things are irony. Me, I'm not coming to any church. Not in this my lifetime. No, but holum na this lifetime. If I'm boy ezoku, you what up and you what up in ezoku me. Because kawa who share this message. Go roye, geroye, Ebuka Obi. Eh, ne tiwa gori ya kwa ibonsumbe. Ya happen his fears and look out for the qualities. Then although that he refused to marry, he will not tell us able be like always able to be like or was there because no will reason why he shouldn't marry. In fact, the Bible abolishes working this single at that age. No. You have go Bible of me. These people don't do it in the Bible. Okay, for fact or kafane, they pretend. That my yesterday message, although it was a joke, it was capping, but they pretend in a fact that you could but that woman, I still love all of you.